They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Cyclones will put toe to leather and will get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. They'll start this drive with a pass. Gets it out fast.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
And the Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Sun Devils really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Right on the money. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Pulls it in. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Now on 2nd down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Inside the 35. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
They'll immediately call timeout. The Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And the Sun Devils, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Makes the grab on the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it from the gun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
On the run, still looking. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
He wants to throw it. Swings it out to the flat. And he will score! Touchdown, Arizona State!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Gets away from one. Finds some space. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Logan. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. They'll try to run for it. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And the Cyclones trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wide receiver going in motion. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Makes the catch. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll send the back in motion. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
The Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gets the back moving. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Gets it out quickly. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. They just keep firing. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And the Sun Devils have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. Breaks into the open. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got him in the flat. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Western Kentucky is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These toppers have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Middle Tennessee. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. The Cyclones want to pick up the tempo. Calls his own number. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's in open space downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Heel off one deep down the left side. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They'll try the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Going right to work up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Going to swing it on second down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He'll start this drive going to the air. Floats it out in space. Bounding over the top. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great...
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Avant. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hauls it in. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. A fresh set of downs after that 4th down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. On target. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Iowa State sending the offense back out. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
And the Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on third and short. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people...
Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He wants to change this route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Puts it out of the air. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Cyclones want to move quickly.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Cyclones kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Logan. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Now on the move. Breaks the tackle. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
The Cyclones pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Caught on the outside, it's Logan. Well, so he gets a foot down, but he really didn't get a foot forward. No gain on the play.
I mean, you could have just quarterback sneaked it and got more yards than that. We need more from this passing game.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Here we go.
Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Touchdown, Iowa State! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking down the left side. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
When they take big shots down the field and they air it out, I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that wide receiver, wait till he shows his hands. When he shows his hands, I'm bringing my hands up to knock the ball away. Nice job by the defense using his technique, knocking the football away.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
For a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And the Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Cyclones. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Wants to go up top. Going to take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab right down the middle. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. Back open in the middle. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to fire. They get to him as he throws. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Looking to throw on first down. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Quick strike complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Sun Devils are in the hurry-up. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Pressure coming. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Motion from the wideout. From the gun. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Looking for more room. At the 30. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Iowa State. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You'd think that should do it now to get the win.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He's got an open man. Turning on the Jets. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw it. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why...
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
And the big fella runs right down the middle of the field, runs the post route. You could tell quarterback locked into him, throws it up high, lets him catch the football, use his big body to kind of fend off the defenders and get in the end zone for 6.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know.
Going downfield for the big play. Snags it up the 30, still running. Off and running. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cyclones. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Split backs here. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
The offense changing the play. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. And the Cyclones in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Cyclones line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chain. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the 4th quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
Touchdown, Iowa State. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
It's on target and complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's fourth down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
Fires left. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Isaac. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They'll try to drive ahead on 30 short. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's got him wide open. Oh, a lot of space. No, he got loose. Running inside the 20. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Lining up for the PAT. bangs it through for an extra point. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got him downfield. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. Running inside the 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher...
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He's got it, and he can go with it. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Plenty of fireworks in this one.